For this lesson, you need to open the sample file resources1 from your sample files folder. Excel's primary date functions are today, day, month, and year. In the previous lesson, you gained an understanding of how Excel stores dates as serial numbers. You can now use this knowledge in conjunction with the today, date, month, and year functions to create some very useful date-related formulas. This worksheet contains a list of employees along with their dates of birth. I'm first going to use the year function to calculate the year in which each employee was born. So I click in cell D4 and then Formulas on the ribbon, in the function library Date and Time, and I click on the year function. Notice that the year function accepts a date serial number as its single parameter. That will be Brad Cruz's date of birth, in cell C4. Notice that the function will return 1965, the year of Brad's birth. And notice also that it's informing me that the 15th of April 1965 has the date serial number 23,847. I'll now click the OK button and Brad's year of birth is returned to cell D4. Let's now use another date function, the day function, to return the day on which Brad was born into cell E4. So I click in cell E4, it's the date and time group again, the day function, and once again I'll pick up his date of birth. And I can see that the day on which Brad Cruz was born is the 15th. Let's now return the month in a similar way. That's the date and time group, the month function, and the serial number is his date of birth again. And I can see that Brad Cruz was born in month 4, because April is the 4th month of the year. Now let's use a different sort of date function, the today function. This will bring back the current date, and the today function returns a volatile date. That means that whenever you open the worksheet, you'll always get today's date returned, which may be different each time you open the worksheet. So I'll click in cell G4, then click the date and time category in the function library, and bring back today. And notice that there are no arguments for this function. I click OK, and the 6th of December 2011 is returned. That's because that's the date I'm recording this video on. In your case, you'll see the current date, which will be some date in the future. Now I'm going to return the year from the current date, using the year function as I did for cell D4. So I click in H4, then Formulas, Date and Time, and I'm looking for the year function, and the serial number this time won't be the date of birth of Brad Cruz, but the year that corresponds with the current year. So I'll pick up the today date for the parameter. I click OK, and I can see that the current year, when this video is recorded, is 2011. Now I'm going to add a formula to cell I4 that will calculate Brad's maximum age this year. Calculating the employee's current age from date of birth using the year, month, and day functions is quite a feat, although it can be done. We'll discover an easy way to do this in the next lesson using a different technique. In this lesson, we'll simply calculate what the employee's maximum age will be this year, with a simple subtraction of the year born from the current year. So I'll type into cell I4 equals the current year minus the year born. And I can see that Brad's maximum age this year will be 46. But by the time you complete this lesson, Brad will probably have got a little older. Right, all I need to do now is to autofill those formulas, so I select them and then double-click the autofill button, and I can see all of the data for all of the employees. All that remains now is to save your work, and I'm going to save with the different name Resources 2, and as usual, I'll save to the folder above my sample files folder. I click the Save button, and you've now completed Lesson 3.8. Understand common date functions.